Today I'm going to explain a romance and comedy film, No Strings Attached. Released in the year 2011. Let's get started. Several years before the year in which the film is set, Adam is at a camp talking to a girl, to whom he tells that his parents are getting divorced. He immediately lets out some tears, causing the girl to move closer to him and try to comfort him. But Adam tries to take advantage of the occasion by asking if he can touch her, and she replies no. We then see Emma, several years after camp, arriving at a party where she sees Adam, who upon seeing her hardly seems to remember her, and she immediately reminds him that she is the girl he wanted to touch. Right away Adam tells her that he likes her, but Emma asks him how can that be if he doesn't know anything about her, then invites him to go to a place the next day, and he agrees even though she tells him it's silly. The next day it turns out that the place Emma had invited him to is her father's funeral. There he meets Emma's mother and her sister. In the evening, as they say goodbye, he asks her if she wants him to call her, but Emma tells him he's a wonderful guy and if he's lucky he'll never see her again, then leaves. Several years later Adam and his friend run into a college roommate who is accompanied by Emma, and that's when the two see each other again. Emma tells him that she moved a few days ago and is doing her residency at a hospital. At that moment Adam's girlfriend appears to greet the girls, and before leaving he asks Emma for her number to go out sometime. Adam takes a break from his job at a production company. When talking to his boss she remembers that he asked her to leave earlier to go see his father. Upon arriving Adam's father is working out and then invites him into the house, where he discovers that his father is dating his ex-girlfriend. Later, while Adam is drinking with his friends after telling them what happened with his father, he tells them that he will call all the women on his contact list until one of them wants to go out with him. After a night of drinking and drunk calls, the next day he wakes up naked in the house of a girl he doesn't know. She immediately offers him coffee and he believes they spent the night together, but she explains that they didn't. Then a man shows up, who Adam again believes he slept with, until Patrice arrives and tells him they had a good night together, relieving Adam. Then Emma shows up, who tells him that his clothes are in his room if he wants to get dressed, and explains that he didn't sleep with anyone and that he arrived in the night after calling her and asking for her address. He tells her that her father is dating his ex, and as she comforts him he starts taking off his clothes until they end up doing adult things. Days later Adam goes to the hospital to see Emma, bringing a balloon as a gift, but she tells him she's not good at that relationship stuff, that they'll just be friends, and then says goodbye to go on her watch. Later while Adam is out with his friends, he gets a text from Emma, who asks him where he is. After he replies, she tells him she'll be at his place in 30 minutes and upon arrival, they do adult things. Before Emma leaves for work she proposes to be friends with Wrights and he accepts. In the days that follow they see each other at all hours to spend the evenings together. One afternoon while they are at a picnic, Adam gets a little jealous of how much Emma talks to his partner Sam, and later, while Adam helps him put things away in his car, Sam tells him that he knows he is sleeping with Emma, but that when she gets tired of him, she will run to his arms since he is a mature man, and that it is also inevitable because they will see each other at work. Days later, Emma finds out that her sister is getting married, and that her mother has a boyfriend and is also on her period. Then while she is at home with her friends Adam rings the doorbell and enters even though Emma wanted him to leave, but to her good fortune he arrived with cupcakes which made Patrice open the door for him. They then go to her room and while listening to songs Adam recorded her on a record for her period days, they both fall asleep. The next day they wake up cuddling and wearing clothes, which scares Emma since she is not looking for any kind of relationship, which leads her to ask Adam to stop sleeping together for a while, and for him to look for someone else. Although Adam doesn't want to move away, he simply leaves and they don't see each other for 2 weeks. Days later Emma goes to a party where she is looking to get laid. Then, upon receiving a picture of Adam with 2 women, she kisses Sam and asks him to go somewhere else, but as he goes to get his things she turns and looks sadly at her friend Patrice with her date. Upright she receives a call and answers saying not to sleep with any of the girls he is with, but on the other end of the phone is her sister asking if she is going to go tomorrow for the wedding. At that moment Adam calls her, but on the other end of the phone she hears giggling girls. Immediately Emma hangs up and goes running to find him. When she gets home, Adam tries to make Emma think he's getting some action, but in reality there are 2 lesbians on his couch who want nothing to do with being 3. When Adam opens the door, immediately one of the girls peeks out, then the other, with whom Emma starts arguing, telling him he should leave. After the girls leave, Adam and Emma go to bed while she tells him that he shouldn't just disappear even though she asks him to. The next day when Adam arrives at work he is greeted by his co-workers and his father singing the happy birthday song while playing a grand piano. At the end while Adam is alone, his father asks him if all is forgiven regarding his girlfriend since he organized a dinner to tell him something. Adam does not answer, but when his father leaves he punches a wall and hurts his hand, ending up in the hospital, being treated by Dr. Metzner, who immediately calls Emma thinking they are boyfriend and girlfriend since Adam has her on his phone as an emergency contact. When Emma arrives, He asks her to accompany her to the dinner they will have with her father as he needs her to support him at that time. In the evening, while having dinner with her father and his ex, they tell her that they want to have children and for that, they wanted her blessing. But Adam starts banging his head against the table and Emma interferes, telling them that they don't even have a good reason to bring a child into the world as they both behave like children and that if she had to choose between another man and Adam, she would choose Adam. Then they both leave. Friday is Valentine's Day and Adam asks Emma out on a date, which she accepts. When Friday arrives he picks her up and they both go to a golf course and later to a coffee shop, where Adam is about to tell Emma that he is in love with her, but when she realizes it, she distracts him by doing other things. When they leave the cafeteria they both walk following the itinerary that Adam created, but Emma tells him that she can't do that anymore and that she prefers that they remain friends with rights, or that he should get a girl who won't hurt him. But at that moment Adam confesses that he loves her and tells her that if she wasn't such a coward he would do it too. Adam takes her to the hospital and tells her that he will never see her again and they say goodbye. When Adam arrives home he meets his boss and she tells him that she went there specifically to tell him that she loved the script he wrote and that she sent it to the owner of the production company. 6 weeks have passed without Adam and Emma seeing each other. At the hospital Patrice tells her that in the evening they will go to see the premiere of the episode Adam wrote and Emma tells her no problem, to go and have fun. In the evening, after the premiere, Lucy tells him that the owner of the production company wants him to have his own team and in the end he will be an established writer. Then his friends insist that he should sleep with her. Meanwhile Emma is at a dinner before her sister's wedding. The two sit down to talk and she confesses that she loves her fiancé and that maybe she doesn't understand him, but to her surprise Emma tells her that she does because she has fallen in love with Adam and although it has been a while she can't find anyone like him, so Katie tells her to call him. When Adam picks up, Emma tells him that she is calling because she misses him a lot and that tomorrow is her sister's wedding, but he replies that he is only calling because everyone is happy except her, and even though she wants to see him, he cuts her off by asking her to congratulate her sister on her wedding. Emma immediately runs off to find him but before she gets in the car her sister yells at her that if he doesn't arrive for her wedding she'll kill her. Emma arrives at Adam's apartment, but he immediately parks his car and gets out with Lucy, then she hides and calls her sister to tell her that Adam arrived with his girlfriend. While getting into her car she tells Katie that she has lost him. Meanwhile Adam and Lucy start kissing, but he is a bit uncomfortable as she starts saying things as she climbs on top of him, and Adam decides to stop. Seconds later the phone rings and it's Vanessa calling because her father is in the hospital. When she arrives her ex tells her that her father is on drugs and that she doesn't feel capable of taking care of him, that she doesn't want to have children and that she is also getting old. She explains that she has a party and that she has to leave, then she asks him to take care of the dog and leaves. When Adam enters the room, he has a deep conversation with his father and then leaves telling him that he will call him in the morning. As Emma leaves she calls him and he tells her that she should stop texting him, grow up and get in her car to have a conversation in person, at which point Emma gets out of the car and runs into Adam. She apologizes for hurting him and they immediately kiss. Then she asks him if he wants to go to her sister's wedding, but first Adam tells her that he wants to do something with her. They both go to breakfast and Adam tells her that now he understands why she didn't want to go to breakfast with him, since she eats like a dinosaur. After breakfast they go to the wedding. When they arrive Emma asks Adam what will happen now and he looks at her with love and takes her hand. The end. Thanks for watching. Please, like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get new movie recaps.